Well, good morning to you, Miriam. Well, it's always a pleasure to be with you on the review here. And of course, it's always a pleasure to have Nigerians from home and beyond listen to us. Good morning.
All right, good morning. And we have with us our Tuesday analyst, Adebayo Abubakar. Good morning, Adebayo.
Yes, good morning, Mariam. Good morning, Ebola. Good morning, Nigeria.
Yes, good morning.
And to be a part of the program, please hold on to this number 09124221019, 09124221019, or 08051899241. Okay, let's without wasting much of our time, let's dive into the headlines that we have this morning. We have majorly on the economy. We also have on politics, but let's start with Nigerian economy this morning. Talking about this one, Oyedele to Senate, Nigeria's rising debt driven by Naira devaluation, not fresh borrowing. A look at the story this morning says the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Taiwo Oyedele, says the sharp increase in Nigeria's public debt is likely the result of Naira depreciation and accounting adjustments rather than fresh borrowing by the Bola Tinubu administration. Adebayo Abubakar, of course, one of the criticisms of government in Nigeria generally has been incessant borrowing, especially the past administration. But now this administration, can we take a look at how much they borrowed and compare to this statement by the Minister of Economy this morning?
You sound as if the incessant borrowing is limited to the last administration, as if this administration does not operate in that manner too. President Bola Tinubu, while campaigning, promised to continue where President Muhammadu Buhari stopped, and that he has religiously kept to. So that promise, he has kept to that promise, and he has been doing it. Coming to the statement by the minister, I do not agree with him. He said that Nigeria did not borrow as much as the last, that while the value, is on the high side when converted to local currency is because of the devaluation of Naira. I strongly disagree with him. It is either he has been misled by those who prepared the report for him, or he did not take his own time to study what has been happening. At a stage in the life of this administration, the dollar was hugging 2,000 Naira in exchange rate. So during those periods, they were borrowing. So after that, it started coming down to about 1,360, 1,380. It is between 1,380 and 360 as we speak right now. So what we have witnessed right from the inception of this administration has been steady rise in our public debt profile. So it is not completely true. It is true that the value might not be as high as it is right now in terms of Naira if the Naira was not devalued. But if you go back to the dollar in terms of dollars, the number of times he has gone to the Senate for approval, for borrowing approval, the dollar value will be higher than the dollar value at par with what President Muhammadu Buhari borrowed. So what are we talking about? And day in, day out, they keep inundating us with reports that they have surpassed their revenue generation target, both from the head of custom, from VAT, and so on and so forth. They keep regarding us those political rhetorics. Yet, the impact is not being felt by an average Nigerian. If you are not going to share the money, they say they have been doing cash transfer. They've done cash transfer to about 20 million Nigerian, vulnerable Nigerian. Where I live, I myself am vulnerable. And where I live, I know there are people who are more vulnerable than I am. I have never come across any beneficiary of this nocturnal transfer of fund. And this thing started, this opaque transfer, conditional cash transfer started from the previous administration. That's why whatever happens in this administration, I always place it within the context of what the president himself promised while he was still a candidate, that he will continue where President Muhammadu Buhari would stop. And he has done that. The transfer was as opaque under President Muhammadu Buhari as it is at the moment. Only those who are saying it know those who they transfer to. Nobody knows. So the borrowings keep rising, and it is not reflected in the quality of road. It is not reflected in the quality of service you get at our health care facilities. It is not reflected in the number of minutes, not even hours now, you receive electricity every day. It is not reflected in the quality of education, in the quality of life generally. Look at minimum wage. They passed the minimum wage of 70,000 naira, and before it was implemented, it has already been eroded by inflation due to their own fiscal policies that they implement. So what are we talking about? What is the defense is neither here nor there, because to me it is not consistent with fact. It is not. I don't have any degree. I didn't major anything in economics, but I understand the basic arithmetics of when you borrow $1 at the rate of 700 naira, you are owing 700 naira. But by the time if you borrow the same amount of dollar, we know it will go up. But if you come to the dollar, the amount of dollar you borrow remains that amount. So I do not agree with him.
Okay, let's go for this commercial. Before we come back, we have other headlines to talk about. Please stay tuned to Toby 101 for that. We'll be right back after this break.
gbogbo ilẹ̀ mọ̀ pé Zuri ló ṣe kíni Zuri ló lọ kọ́ṣọ́kọ́ yọ̀kọ̀tọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí gbogbo yín ṣe mọ̀ wípé iná dídá rọrùn látòrí gígé àlùbọ́sà lílọ edé lẹ́yìn náà ìbànújẹ́ pé ṣé oúnjẹ náà yóò dára ṣé oúnjẹ náà yóò dùn ṣùgbọ́n látìgbà tí mo ti ń lo ohun ìsebẹ̀ Zuri ní àkókò ibi ìdáná ti di àkókò ayẹyẹ fún mi. pẹ̀lú díẹ̀ Zuri oúnjẹ mi máa ń dùn òórùn rẹ̀ sì máa ń dùn gan ni Zuri ló lọkọ sẹ́ẹ̀ ṣọkọ yọ̀kọ̀tọ̀ ó ṣe kíni ó ṣọ́ọ̀kì. Zuri wà ní gbogbo ọjà àti ṣọ́ọ̀bù káàkiri Nàìjíríà ní irú ṣíkì jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù bíìfù àti classic Zuri ló ṣe kíni Zuri ló lọ ó ṣe
Why are you still paying 1,250 naira per litre when your neighbors are paying 450 naira per SCM?
Stop losing money. The CNG movement is here. It's safe, it's verified, and it's smarter.
No cash for conversion, no problem. With Money Point MCGC and Credit Corp, you can convert now and pay small while you save big on fuel.
Growth, economic growth.
Driving Nigeria forward.
NEPI CNG accredited conversion centers today. Or visit
www.pci.gov.ng.
No firewood.
Hello.
No charcoal. Say hello.
Good morning, Randy.
No smoky party. No smoky flavor. That be like your taste. You love smoky party. You love. You love smoky party. You love smoky party. Enjoy the new North Smoky Party Jollof season. Give me now. Give me smoky party jollof. You love smoky party jollof. Jollof. Quality anti-malaria contains Artemisa and lumefantrine, available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets with very convenient dosing for kids. Shalatam is also available in tablets for adults. Knock out malaria in 3 days with Shalatam from Shalina Healthcare. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Shalatam is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
Oh, I don't tire for this my television. No better picture, no better sound at all.
My brother, follow who no road. Nigeria don't go digital with free TV. You get over 100 channels. And see, you don't go pay every month. But I go need new box, so you know now. Use any free-to-air decoder or download the free TV mobile app for your phone. Just point your dish to Night Concert and enjoy. You'll be so digital. Now, National Broadcasting Commission bring on this message.
No let them leave you for back. Switch to digital now. Free TV, better TV, no monthly wahala.
Guy, we don't need talk things to. Make I go do my work, eh? We go continue this talk later.
Oh boy, you don't talk. How back? You know the tire.
Now the new level be that too. This new MTN sachet bundle don't make life easy for me.
Brotherly, involve me now. Make me say they follow you like
Maybe I be one of sisterly.
When you did on top the new MTN sachet bundles, dial *3
Money sister.
to start to enjoy from 100 naira. Load down, talk, they go.
No firewood, no charcoal. Say hello to the new no smoky party. Smoky flavor, that be like your taste buds. You love smoky party, you love. You love smoky party, you love smoky party.
Enjoy the new North Smoky Party Jollof season.
Give me no, give me smoky party, you love. Smoky party, you love, you love.
My first Hausa-in-law visit, I nearly called 911 after one brush of Mr. Chef Cubes and my mayor who comes for frankly, even the grumpy Auntie Amina asked for takeaway.
Savor the taste of culture with a 2-finger crush of Mr. Chef beef, dawa dawa, and mixed spices seasoning cubes. Mr. Chef, taste home, taste culture.
Is it okay to make fun of our TikTok? Let's have a call. Codex makes your teeth so strong. So cover your mouth. Not to do yanga with your smell. Brush your teeth with Codex. 0 cavities and fresh breath. If you use a Codex paste. Not to do yanga with your smell. Brush your teeth with Codex. Colgate, #1 oral care brand in the world.
Guy, we don't dey talk since so. Ha, make I go do my work, eh? We go continue this talk later. Oh boy, you don't talk. How about you know the tire? Now the new level be that too. This new MTN sachet bundle don't make life easy for me. Brotherly, involve me now. Make me say they follow ya like you. Talk until you tire. When you dey on top the new MTN sachet bundles, dial *312*7# and press 2 to start to enjoy from 100 naira. Load am, talk they go. This is back to school season. Super FM is giving you the biggest promo of the year. Buy 5 jingle advert slots and get 2 absolutely free. Buy 10 slots and get 4 more free. Just like that. Wait till it never finish. Buy 10 slots of jingle and enjoy an extra bonus of special eye. Back to school. Let your brand shine. Super BFM deal is right on time. Buy more and get more. It's true. Let the whole city hear from you. Don't miss this wonderful opportunity today. Visit Super FM in Lorry today or call 08060342608. Again, 08060342608. Super FM back to school promo. It's a real deal.
Today's review of newspaper headlines and editorials. First, with the news.
You're welcome back to today's review of newspaper headlines and editorials. Close analysis on Civil 101.9 FM for Tuesday, 21st of July 2026 with Mariam Afolabi, Adebayo Abubakar, and Ayubola and you. Still talking about Nigerian economy and government. Ayubola, you have this story. Let's have it quickly.
Well, I have this one here. It says that Nigeria is now a massive construction yard, as the presidency says, and then Tinubu's infrastructure is going to drive this boost the economy. Now, in recent time, we had actually had another one from the presidency also that his reforms are going good for Nigerians and thereabout. We did mention then that it may not translate to the last person, but for now, talking about infrastructure and this physical, are we actually seeing these infrastructures as being spoken about, and must he actually or the presidency actually always come to blow their trumpets by themselves?
Well, it depends on who is looking at what. When you say Nigeria is a giant construction site, those whose democracy, dividend of democracy is stomach infrastructure. Of course, their stomach will be construction sites.
Oh.
So the same thing applies to every other sector. Let me give you an example. The legacy roads like Sagamu, Ore, Benin, Asaba, Onitsha Expressway. This road has been in existence and has been under continuous dilapidation, going through continuous dilapidation over the years, even in the administration before that of President Muhammadu Buhari. Anybody that is desirous of, strengthening our infrastructural drive has to start from those ones that are existing. First and foremost, make them motorable before you now talk about Sokoto, Badagry, Calabar. Those ones are commendable. You see why most of it's like placing the cart before the horse. Where they are working at the moment is not something that is usable to an average Nigerian now. Even the Lagos-Calabar super highway, I understand it has been flooded for the past almost a month now. It is those part of it that has been completed are no longer passable because of flooding. So then talk about the Sokoto Badagry. With the kind of pictures we see on social media of that project, it is good for the eyes, but it is not usable at the moment. You can't travel from Sokoto down to Lagos via that road now. So they are actually working, but they do not order their priorities right. You don't place the cart before the horse. The reverse should be the case. You place the horse before the cart so that it can pull the cart. It can pull the cart as it goes. So that is the problem this administration is having. That's why I said they are doing well when it comes to macroeconomics.
Really?
But at the micro level, they are woefully performing. Because that project that is tantalizing Oloyede, the project that is tantalizing the CBN governor, is not being felt by the common man in the Pata market, in Jatutu, in Yoruba Road. It's not being felt. So tell me, how will you convince such a fellow that this administration is making progress? You have to order your priority right so that you will, as you walk, people will feel it. Not necessarily for publicity, whatever, but at least the people that are meant to enjoy this infrastructure will not die before they were ready.
You see, let's make an example of Lagos State as a commercial nerve of the country. Some roads like our own from here to Lagos, are still in the state that they are in right now. How does that actually help, especially when it comes to cities that have commercial viability?
That's what I'm saying. Just imagine traveling from Ilorin to Lagos now. You will spend nothing less than 2 hours from Ilorin to Oyo due to the state of the road and the volume of traffic on that road. With the way the road is, look at the volume of traffic it has to handle on a daily basis, on an hourly basis. Trailers are always going and coming.
It's a constant.
And sometimes inside the Ogbomoso township, it will be like virtually you are as if you are trekking. And meanwhile, you still have hundreds of kilometers ahead if you are going to Lagos. So in such a case, how will you convince somebody who is being subjected to that daily harrowing experience that Nigeria is a giant construction site? It is going to be very difficult, if not impossible.
Okay, let's talk about what the government is doing. Now, this is an analysis of saying that 10 MDAs account for 84% of 2026 budget, and further said of the 49.96 trillion naira earmarked for the 10 MDAs, the Ministry of Finance and Budget and Economic Planning alone accounts for almost 30 trillion naira, and largely due to debt service and service-wide votes. While other ministries, or actually one ministry has worked, agriculture and science devotes more than 90% of their budget to capital projects, so that include defense, education, and so let's have your reaction to this.
We discussed it here yesterday,
okay.
And like I said, those are some of the reasons why I will never agree with Oloyede with his analysis, with his defense. Because number one, it also has to do with failure to prioritize your policies, how you implement them, and the sequence in which they go, and what you do at what stage of the at every stage of the implementation. Just imagine 30% of 90, about 30 trillion out of 49 goes into such miscellaneous services as debt servicing. So you can imagine. And yet, we still keep borrowing. Much as we say we are making progress in terms of internally generated revenue, we still keep borrowing outside. So, and again, I think this party in power now, APC, they told us that they had the economic master stroke to turn around our economy by going through a non-conventional route of public financing, which the kind of loan arrangement they do with China, that may be good for projects like the Kano Maradi Road, Maradi Rail District. They said the then Minister for Transportation said that it is a kind of exchange between China and Nigeria. They will, and even the University of Transportation in Daura, that they will build and provide it in exchange for something like crude. If it is something like that, you don't have to pay debt. You don't have to service the debt.
Even where you need to play your eyes. Even where you need to have the great time.
We discussed it extensively here. It was people stay news local job.
No, got I send Lori Kini mo. 3:39 a.m.
Níjọ́ wo?
Àbí tèmi ni mo ṣe mistake.
Níjọ́ wo?
Àná. Fún àná.
Okay. Ó tẹ̀lé ra wọn.
Tó bá dé tètè náà wà á rí yesterday wà á rí today bẹ́ẹ̀.
Yesterday now let's send most of our headlines. Let's send to get it.
Then you look at the time. The time is always written there. Mi ò kàn fẹ́ balance ẹ̀ ní ìgbà
ìfẹ́ kó fọ́ọ̀tù àpẹ́ àti sọ̀rọ̀ dẹ́ẹ̀tì láàárọ̀ yìí.
No matter there are other issues now tó sì wà nílẹ̀ jẹ́ pé you will not be able to cover.
No, although tí wọ́n hàn pé kìnìún náà wouldn't have taken it but because we already talk about it mo ní pé kó follow rẹ̀ ó ní àbọ̀ ni mo sọ fún àárín àti ẹ̀rọ apẹ́tà bá wọlé sísè pé we already talking down pé we already talked about that one pé kó follow ẹ̀.
Jẹ́ fún ẹni tí ò bá ṣe àmójútó dátà rẹ̀.
Jẹ́ ìgbádùn dátà rẹ ní pẹ̀lẹ́mù limit 100 MTN.
No firewood, no charcoal, say hello to the new, no smoky party. No smoky flavor, that be like your taste buds. You no smoky party, your love. You no smoky party, your love. Smoky party, your love.
Enjoy the new North Smoky Party Jollof Seasoning.
Give me now, give me smoky party, your love. You no smoky party, your love, your love, your love.
Abdulrazak Abubakar Tony University, AATU, Okeogba, Gama, Kwara State, a fast-growing non-profit university, is pleased to inform parents, guardians, and prospective students of the newly approved programs at AATU by the National Universities Commission, NUC. The programs approved are Community Health Science, Nursing Science, Public Health Science, Medical Laboratory Science, Intelligence and Security Studies, Political Science, Public Administration, Mass Communication, Artificial Intelligence, Microbiology, Industrial Chemistry, Medical Physics, Common Law, Common and Islamic Law. Also, our existing programs are in full operation, including IJMB program. Our security network is top-notch. Choose AATU as your first choice and get your admission without stress. For further details, visit www.aatu.edu.ng or call 0816 839 8395 or 0901 979 1412. AAT University, a private, not-for-profit university for global citizenship.
Kárílé tó dáa fi ṣe bùsùn ṣe gbogbo kára lè fọkànbalẹ̀ kọ́lé sí tàbí dókòwò lórí dúkìá ilé àtilé. Ọ̀pá Homes and Properties Limited wà fún ọ. Ilé iṣẹ́ tó yarantí tó sì fini lọ́kàn balẹ̀ ní gbogbo ìgbà tó bá ṣe tán tó fẹ́ ra ilé àbílẹ̀ sí gbogbo sẹ́mọ́ǹtì tí kò jọlẹ̀ nílọrin àti yíká orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lápapọ̀.
Women dey suffer. Ogogo ní ìyá òun bí 4 sets of twins. Òun nìkan dẹ̀ ló ń survive. Hey. That's big.
Wàhálà òun ò nílẹ̀ má sì gbàgbé yàtọ̀ sí gbígbé tàbí lílò ìdókòwò dúkìá ilé àtilé ló níye lórí jùlọ. Báwa dòwò pọ̀ ní Ọ̀pá Homes and Properties Limited tó wà ní Rukamat Plaza No. 1 Oro Road Taiwo Òkè nílùú Ìlọrin. Pè tàbí kó WhatsApp sórí 0902-255-2292. Ọ̀pá Homes and Properties Limited. Òpó tó gbéléró.
Is it okay to make fun of our TikTok? Let's have a call. Codex makes your teeth so strong. Stop cover your mouth. Not to do yanga with your smile. Brush your teeth with Codex. Zero cavities and fresh breath. If you use a Codex base. Not to do yanga with your smile. Brush your teeth with Codex. Codex, number one oral care brand in the world.
Lọ́pọ̀ ìgbà, àwọn èèyàn kì í mọ bí dátà wọn ṣe máa ń tètè jó tán. Ẹgbẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ alágbèéká wa jẹ́ kí n jẹ́ ẹ sí bó ti ṣe máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gan-an. Títí tí olówó mi bá ti sùn, ní màá ti máa ṣe ohun tí kò ní mọ̀ tó bá sì mọ̀. Àpẹẹrẹ kí n sáré ṣe auto update nìyẹn tí oorun bá ti wọ̀ lára. Iṣẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn, màá ṣe cloud backup tó bá ti wá fi oorun rẹ̀ sí GR3. Gbogbo àwọn apps tó ti ṣí sílẹ̀ lèmi á máa refresh ní tèmi o tó fi dórí àwọn apps tí ó lò gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ pé mo gbọ́dọ̀ mọ gbogbo bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ lórí ayélujára tí olówó mi bá ti jí ẹgbọ́n tó máa ń wí.
Yéè, mo gbé o, dátà tí mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣe máa ti tán.
Ṣé mi ò sọ fún ẹ?
Jára ẹ, má jẹ́ kí fóònù ẹ máa fi dátà rẹ ṣe ógbé. Ṣe àkíyèsí auto updates. Pa àwọn apps tí o kò bá nílò nígbàkúùgbà.
Ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ lásán lèmi o. Kòkòrò tí ń jẹ dátà ní ìjẹkújẹ fún ẹni tí ò bá ṣe àmójútó dátà rẹ̀.
Jẹ́ ìgbádùn dátà rẹ ní pẹ̀lẹ́mù limit 100 MTN.
Malaria go away. Charlatan knocks you away. 3 days is all it takes.
Charlatan Quality Anti-Malaria contains Artemisa and Lumefantrine, available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets with very convenient dosing for kids. Charlatan is also available in tablets for adults. Knock out malaria in 3 days with Charlatan from Shalina Healthcare. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Charlatan is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
ẹ̀yin tí pápá àpá mi náà ti gbogbo ilẹ̀ mọ̀ pé zuri ló ṣe kíni zuri ló lọ kọ́ṣọ́kọ́ yọ̀kọ̀tọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí gbogbo yín ṣe mọ̀ wípé iná dídá ò rọrùn látòrí gígé àlùbọ́sà lílọ edé lẹ́yìn náà ìbànújẹ́ pé ṣé oúnjẹ náà yóò dára ṣé oúnjẹ náà yóò dùn ṣùgbọ́n látìgbà tí mo ti ń lo ohun ìsebẹ̀ zuri ni àkókò ibi ìdáná ti di àkókó ayẹyẹ fún mi pẹ̀lú díẹ̀ zuri oúnjẹ mi máa ń dùn òórùn rẹ̀ sì máa ń dùn gan ni zuri ló lọkọ sẹ́ẹ̀ ṣọkọ yọ̀kọ̀tọ̀ ó ṣe kíni ó ṣọ́ọ̀kì zuri wà ní gbogbo ọjà àti ṣọ́ọ̀bù káàkiri nàìjíríà ní irú ṣíkì jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù bíìfù àti classic zuri ló ṣe kíni zuri ló lọkọ ó ṣe ìtàn.
Today's review of newspaper headlines and editorials. First, with the news.
Thank you for saying to Sobi 101.241. All right, let's move away from Manila over PFIPC scandal. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission has interrogated Femi Gbagbiamila, the Chief of Staff to President Bola Tinubu, over his alleged role in the emergence of the controversial Presidential Foreign Investment Promotion Council. Adebayo, let's quickly talk about this one this morning.
Well, I think it is just the judicial process taking its due course, and in the principle of, in the spirit of fair hearing, of course, it has to be heard out, and everybody mentioned in the allegation by Prince Adeyemi has to be invited, and even anybody not mentioned, but maybe while examining the facts before them, if it will be established that some of the processes leading to the scandal passes through your table, you have to be invited to come and see what you know about it, and I think it is in order.
All right. Let's talk about politics. I have this one. Kwankwaso Obi signed one-term presidency accord as the vice presidential candidate of the Nigerian Democratic Congress. Dr. Rabi Kwankwaso has confirmed that the party's presidential candidate, Peter Obi, signed a written agreement with him to serve only single term of 4 years. I know we've been talking about, most of the time when Obi comes out to say things like this, and there have been no reaction and counter reaction, and people say it's just a political statement. But my question this morning, Adebayo, is that beyond political statement, do you believe that if another president is being elected into office, 4 years will be enough for him to deliver?
You see, it depends on what he has in mind. Obi believes that what he wants to come and do, if he could deliver it within 4 years. That is his but it remains to be seen whether Nigerians will believe him, whether the voting public will believe him, because if you doubt him, you have precedents to back it up. And if you believe in him, it means you are being optimistic, and it is within your right to be optimistic. So, like I said, if you want to, those who are doubting him, they have precedents to point at. When President Goodluck Jonathan was going to be given the first mandate after the expiration of the tenure he completed, the Yar'Adua's tenure. Before he got it in 2011, there was a reported gentleman agreement between him and some interest in the North that, you are just completing the tenure of the North, so that we are going to support you only on condition that if you agree that you will do this one time. And he reportedly agreed. But by the time he finished that first tenure in 2015, he had seen reason to continue in office. So those who believe that Obi might, midway to the first and only time he promised, he might see reason to continue. Those people, they have something to fall back on and say, yes, it has happened during this period. But the way General Rabi Musa Kwankwaso was sounding yesterday, he was saying it with every sense of responsibility and every sense of sincerity. That number one, they are both gentlemen, and again that he believes that Obi is sincere, and they've signed it, they've even put it down in black and white and have signed. In case of Jonathan, I think it was just a verbal agreement. But in this case, it has been put in black and white and signed by both parties. He said at personal level they've done that, and they also went to the party level to also, document it, that if at the end of the day, but then, that whatever agreement they have is not superior to his constitutional rights to seek re-election once the first term ends. So, what if Obi moves out of that party, joins another party, get their mandate, and complete his tenure? So these are very interesting topics, but then let's just believe in what he says and then hope that maybe there will always be a first time that Obi will prove all doubters wrong and do third times if he wins.
Because you said something about depends on what the candidates have in mind. When I said is it even possible to deliver in 4 years?
It depends on what he wants to come and accomplish. Perhaps maybe he just has a particular project in sight. For example, if he believes that once he comes to the office, all his priority attention will be focused on power, and he believes he will be able to do that in 4 years. If he does that and leaves, a fulfilled man. So it's about personal ambition.
So it's generic. All right.
All right. So I'll move on to this headline that says that Kwara community residents want to keep silent on bandit attacks as Kingpin relocates to area. And then there's, according to this report though, says that the most recent happened yesterday with one being killed and another one being kidnapped, and talking about a fellow known community of Babala. Now I want to ask that should this headline be true, what does this actually spell? Because for what everybody is in the same community.
The report stipulates who gave the advice that is okay, quiet.
Well, it says that some influential members of the society.
These are rumors that should not be given any traction on a platform as reputable as this one. So I don't think we should give it any traction.
Okay.
Everybody is aware, and I'm also of the belief that the government at every level is ready to listen to every clarion call from any angle, and Babala inclusive. So I don't think we should give it any traction because it's a kind of to keep silent.
Exactly, because everybody is still a member of the society.
Quiet, will the adopted 46 have returned? The answer is no.
All right, moving on to another headline. Here, still, let me just take this one. This says about 4 police officers arrested for extorting 53,000 naira from ICPC chairman in person of Musa Aliu's son. Now, Adebayo, of course, first of all, these are people that we expect almost every other Nigerian to know, at least recognize. But coming from a police force, with first, the lack of ability to recognize, I wanted to speak on that, who the personality is. And second of all, these actual corruption practices in the Nigerian police force. Let's just speak about it.
First and foremost, I must commend Nigerian police force. What they are doing in, the way they handle matters of indiscipline among their men is worthy of emulation. There is nowhere any police officer has been caught in the act that the Nigerian police force had not come down hard on such a person. Kudos to them. However, it's like they are not doing enough because the audacity is growing day by day. If you see where they committed that act, Banex, to the force headquarters is about less than 5 minutes. So if that could be happening within the FCT, only God knows what will be happening in the hinterlands. I mean, in rural areas. They are so bold that if you needed to see anywhere you are, those corrupt elements within the force, they will accompany their victims to the ATM gallery or even POS operators. That's why I commended the IGP when he banned the operation of POS within a certain radius of within the vicinity of every police formation. But these ones, they were so confident, not knowing that who their victim was. So that's why they say one day be one day. Monkey go market, monkey no go come back.
Oh.
Okay.
They have been they are cocksure of the way and manner they carry out that corrupt practice, and that they didn't even bother to find out or profile the person properly.
Let's go for this. We'll be right back.
Tí ìdùnnú bá ní ìró ní Nàìjíríà, báyìí gẹ́lẹ́ ni yóò ṣe dún. Fún ọdún márùnléláàádọ́rin, Coca-Cola ti wà nínú àwọn àkókò ìdùnnú tí ó mú wa pọ̀. Láti ìgbéyàwó, sí ọjọ́ ìbí, sí ìsọmọlórúkọ, sí ìwújáde, sí ìgbòkègbodò, kódà sí gbogbo àkókò. Ó ti pẹ́ àdẹ̀síjọ wà.
Comment kan tẹ́nìkan sọ, wọ́n ní tí IG police gan bá lọ sí tó bá wọ títì tí ò bá mú escort dání pé ó possible káwọn ọlọ́pàá gan má dà.
That your day and have a good time. Keep on clean even when you need to pay your
Àní alápapọ̀sà, mo mọ bí wọ́n ti ń wo VIN number mọ́tò. Ó fẹ́ wo pépà mi, ó dẹ̀ wá VIN number.
Ó bèrè ìwé mọ́tò wọn kó wèlé fún mistakenly ó dẹ̀ wò dẹ̀ ní good.
Good. You can see.
Kò mọ́ kò dá mọ̀.
Ó wá VIN number ló
ń sìn. Ó fẹ́ lọ wo lẹ̀ ni ó wá kọ́ àwọn ìwé yẹn síbi tó ń kó ìwé particular mọ́tò sí. Bàtà lọ́pàá dá dúró ó dẹ̀ ó sà kọ́.
Ó kàn mú pé bóyá ẹ̀yẹ kan.
Ó kàn yọ̀ kan fún un. Ìgbà tó wá kó yẹn fún un tán ó wá kó sáàárín ibi jíà yẹn.
Kò mọ wíkà.
So ìgbà tó wá fẹ́ dìde ìgbà tó wá fẹ́ tán débi ilẹ̀ tó fẹ́ lọ wò ló ti bìlí pé ìwé ilẹ̀ ló ṣẹ́kù sínú dashboard ló bá kó yẹn débẹ̀ ló bá rí pé ìwé mọ́tò lélẹ̀ láàmì sí ìwé ilẹ̀ ló kó fọlọ́pàá. Even custom wọ́n béèrè your paper ayọ̀ kíní kan majority of àwọn tó wà ní gbòòrò wọn mọ ìwé àwọn document tó wà ní tán lò ní publicly ìwé.
VIN number ó tún lọ síbi iwájú plate number báyìí ó tún wò bóyá òun kan máa kọ́ sókè ẹni bóyá kíní kan ó ṣe kò mọ ibi tó ti fẹ́ wo VIN number mọ́tò mo ní chai èmi ò rán lọ́wọ́ o àjọ wà náà ni àjọ police.
Láàrin táàmì léyà tá à ń travel lọ àwọn kí ẹ máa ń pa àwọn ọmọ road safety aṣọ́gà àwọn ló wà níwájú commercial bus out so àwọn road safety tẹ̀pọ̀ ní láti kìíní dé ọ̀fà yìí wọ́n pọ̀ mímu bẹ́ẹ̀ torí léyà ni wọ́n ṣe pọ̀ láàárọ̀ ní táàmì ìjọ yìí wọ́n tó bá ti dá àdúrà yìí tó bá ti rí màá
wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀rí wọ́n ní lọ́ọ̀kì ní àwọn dá mọ́ ni àwọn dá mọ́ ni
wọ́n dá mọ́ wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣe tètè sáìtì gan kò yí ẹlòmíì gan kí bọ́ọ̀sì wa tó ju ohun wá ti rí níbi torí iwájú ló wà ó ga o.
àwọn lè ṣá ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kí village people follow yàn.
kò sọ̀rọ̀ village people àwọn village people they are innocent of this.
àbí.
àwọn náà ń jó tí wọ́n bá tó yẹ kó pẹ̀sẹ̀ yóò dà.
àbí ó kàn dàbí kí àwọn abú èṣù lórí ẹ̀kíta obìnrin méjì.
ṣé àwọn tó ṣe bí ọjà ẹ má gba ọ̀nà ọjà yẹn kó tó di pé wọ́n ṣe gbogbo tí bódà pọ̀ sí máa wà bẹ̀gẹ̀.
mo fẹ́ kí bá tẹ̀yìn tẹ̀ stop mo máa wù sí resume now àwọn onídìbìsàn náà máa ń jókòó sí ibi odò bíbá yìí náà máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa wọn.
níbi ọ̀nà amóni. èyí ẹ̀ tẹ̀ pọ̀ tí wọ́n yẹn mú sẹ́
wọ́n yìí dábí dúró mọ́ mi tẹ̀ ń wojú wọn tí bá ti ń bọ̀ dọ́ọ̀dọ́ tó bá ti ń dórí tó wá lọ sí ìjà.
tá a máa ń gbà lọ pé university.
tí wọ́n ti dúró báyìí tí wọ́n ti wà kọ́ máa wo straight lọ. tó bá ti lọ wojú wọn á ní pàpàpà wọ́n máa wọ straight.
Back to school season. Super FM is giving you the biggest promo of the year. Buy 5 Jingle Advert slots and get 2 absolutely free. Buy 10 slots and get 4 more free. Just like that.
Mo wà pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ nínú mọ́tò lọ́nà àsọdá. Kò sí nǹkan tí yóò sọ tán. Ó ṣàdúrà. Bó ṣe ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ àjọ ìjọba kí mo dẹ̀ máa ń ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ gan. Bó ṣe ń ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ lèmi náà ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́. Ṣé ojú àwọn ọmọ mi ni wàá máa fi hàn bribe? What am I teaching my children?
Let the whole city hear from you. Don't miss this wonderful opportunity today. Visit Super FM in Lorry today or call 080-60-34-2608. Again, 080-60-34-2608. Super FM back to school promo. It's a real deal.
This man. Yeah, welcome back to today's review of newspaper headlines and editorials to analysis, the last lap of the show. And you can call us on 09124221019, 09124221019, or 00518999241. Okay, we have our first call. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're coming from, please. Good morning, sir. Your contribution. Okay. 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 All right. All right, thank you very much for your contribution. Adebayo, before we went for that, we started this conversation on discipline in the police force. Can we quickly round it up?
So what is most baffling and why the Nigerian police force need to double their internal self-cleansing efforts is the audacity with which they carry them out. Even let us look within Ilorin here. There are some group of men along Sango Akerebiata before the bridge here. Every morning you see them there. You will see them there harassing motorists, commercial vehicle rider. This is against the instruction of the IG. I think the commissioner of police need to take note of this and rein those guys in. This is embarrassing. You see them there, and again, before that one has stopped now. You see anti-kidnapping squad in the broad daylight around that Fatih roundabout. When Eruku Babala are there calling for, their presence. So these things are not, maybe it is because majority of them are in the city. That's why they are tempted to this. They are tempted by this urge to do this extortion. Otherwise, I see no reason why, when there is no distress call and no reports that incident had happened there, particularly by this time of the day, along Sango Akerebiata Road, they will stay there just shortly before the bridge and be harassing motorists. That is not too good. I think the Commissioner of Police in Kwara State should look into that. And like I said, credit must be given to Nigerian Police Force because they have, at least I can mention, in the last 3 or 4 IGP tenure that had come to be very prominent about police. Just call out any with solid evidence, the police, they will go after such a person. And I think other paramilitary agencies, like I said, can emulate what the police is doing in that regard, even though that thing seems to have been too rampant among their men. Some of them, like I said, I used to say here, you will meet some of them in the rural area and you'll be talking to them. Like, this is what I say, this is what the Commissioner of Police say. They will be looking at you. Who is Commissioner of Police? Who is as if he is operating under the command of a Ghanaian police or Cameroonian police authority. Because they don't even, some of them, I don't know whether they even remember to collect their salary. I don't know.
Alright, let's put this called last.
Because they are too detached from the authority.
I don't know why you quickly your name and where you're coming from. Okay, fine. 30 seconds. Let's have a contribution. All right, thank you very much. Your concern has been noted. Adebayo Wakar, we have to go. Do you have a parting word? Although I will have also talk about this one, the REPS begins close by close review of state police, but let that be just, we have 2 seconds to go. Okay, tomorrow, when we come tomorrow, we'll be able to discuss it. So thank you to Sobi 101.9 FM from one interesting program, and all our callers, thank you so much for always being a part of this view of this headlines and editorials. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Ayọ̀ wọ́n bá yín wí níbí.
Ẹ tẹ́tí sí ìkéde yìí.
Báwo ni káàárọ̀? Wọ́n bẹ̀ wí níbí. Wọ́n máa wọ́n dẹ́ dẹ́.
Ọmọ mọ̀mọ́ wa, Alájà Alimat Alake Usman.
Ó bá ti gbé fóònù yẹn sétí Ayọ̀. Ayọ̀ ni ò bá dá wọn lò. Ayọ̀ ni ò bá dá wọn lò. Wọ́n dá lò kó mọ kọ́tí.
You know why that people calling offensive to and complain about advert? You know why that people are calling offensive to and complain about? Nobody callers calling. Nobody like programs. That's what they always call it. That's what time.
No, apart from that, my dear, that's not even. If you tell me that.
Say hello to the new. No smoking.
Ẹjọ́ ti pọ̀ rẹ̀ ní kọ́kọ́. Did you compare?
Ẹ ṣe jẹ́ tó dáa. Ẹ wọ ẹ ṣé kò wọlé wọ ẹ.
máa fi sọ̀rọ̀. Smoky party jollof season.
lọ́pọ̀ ìgbà àwọn èèyàn kí wọn bí dátà wọn ṣe máa tètè jó tán èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ alágbèéká.
ìyá tí ẹ̀kọ́ lèmi fẹ́ sọ ní tèmi fẹ́ sọ inú mi tẹ̀ ẹ̀dùn bọ́ ṣe sọ́ngbà tí Mr. Bayo wà ń bí ṣe máa wọn náà máa ń ná àwọn èèyàn gbádùn review àbí tọmọ sọ pé review nobody listen to review kẹkìrì kan táwọn àgbẹ̀ wọn adìgẹ́ nǹkan nì. No, it's good. It's true now.
This review, he has proposed that they should turn into 30 minutes, and there's a program that says you should do to 1 hour. He has said it so many times.
Yeah, so no, ó dàbọ̀ ṣe jẹ́ ju wọn náà ṣe sọ́tẹ̀.